Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD for our Friday afternoon. We're all done with work and who wants to deal with all of that nonsense anyways? Painting stream and the microphone's in the wrong place and peanut galleries making comments. I'm a disaster. So, I mean, it's almost like I haven't done this for a month. Good morning, Hungar. How are you, sir? Are you home yet? Ugh, seriously, I don't like seeing my friends in the hospital. So, stop it. Anyhow,
The cat is here.
anyhow. Hey, Silent Mouse, good morning. Hungar, that is great news. That is literally fantastic news. I hope that you are recovering well and quickly and that you get all of the help that you need. And that sounds absolutely horrible. 2 surgeries in 5 days. I got my appendix out. That's the only surgery I've ever had to have. And my wisdom teeth, but yeah, no, I guess that counts. Anyways, regardless, I'm glad you're home. But yeah, I apologize, everyone. I realize that I have not done one of these in about that's a surgery every month, Hungar. Dear Lord. But yes, I haven't done a painting stream in almost a month. Obviously the holidays kind of threw everything out of whack. They were good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I know that hopefully you've all, still been noticing that I've been doing the 4-Color Cafe and Star Trek Sojourner. Got to hang out with Legion of Myth last week. So I have been going rather role-playing heavy. But I mean, I'm okay with that. It's good. I am getting some of the play experiences I never got to have in the past. So I'm excited about that. 98 degrees yesterday and 104 today. I'm so sorry, Silent Mouse. And by sorry, I mean I'm not. That's like a Tuesday here in Arizona. But no, I get it. Once that heat kicks in, then you're just, then it's just a hot mess in general. So anyhow, but yeah, so things have been good. I am excited. I'm planning stuff for Dice Tower West again this year. We're actually looking at having a table that we can use. It's for like quote unquote official demos for Mantic. So we're excited about that. A friend of mine that I made there is going to help me out. We're going to do demos of Dead Zone and Hellboy, which have all been on the channel before. I really need to do more with that. Anyways, so yeah, like I've got some very aggressive gaming goals this year. Like I did a video for my role-playing goals. I really should do one for the others, but like board games and miniatures. Anyways, motivation has been hard for the squirrel-brained. So anyhow, yeah, February, not January. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, mid-August for some reason, even though you're past that hump of the middle of summer here, obviously, it just feels worse. So I totally get that. But yeah, as far as temperature, it's a whopping 55 degrees here in Arizona, and we are extremely happy about it. I have my socks on to keep my toes warm. But anyhow, well, let us go ahead and start painting stuff. Today we're just gonna do it's just kind of a catch up, get back in the swing of things. Since I have been bad at this. I don't know. Okay, so Silent Mouse. I think you might have noticed that you got actually very, very Silent Mouse. Hungar is in chat. You can say thank you to Hungar. Your membership was gifted from him. So there's that. Everyone wants to hear my stupid Vietnam stories. What's up, Bear? So real quick, this is the figure. You can't really see the face very well. I mean, you can kind of see. I mean, it's definitely got some good detail on it. But this is the miniature that was chosen for the first membership giveaway. So in 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks, that's what I'm going to be doing on Friday, is I am going to paint that up live on stream from the Hilt. He has been a big supporter, big fan of the channel since he found out about us. So generally good dude. And it was super awesome because a Snords and Northwind Highlander mech pack. That sounds fun. But one other thing is that I was a little nervous because I'm excited. I started the plan for doing the monthly giveaway, and I was I'll be honest. I mean, I'm very, very grateful for Hungar's generosity, but I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to do it a second month because it depends on if enough people re-sign up. But the other night, another random YouTuber came in and gifted 10 memberships, so I get to do it again next month. So I'm very, very excited. So I'm pretty happy with how the channel has been growing. It's definitely been, man, I am just not organized today. It's like, oh, I have everything. I have the music going. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get my brushes out. I forgot to get the paper towels. I forgot to bring the water. Man, seriously, why do you all show up for this? Peanut Gallery also wonders. Don't get me wrong, folks. I'm not complaining. I am, as always, I am very grateful. So, okay, so I've got kind of a variety pack. We're gonna finish a couple of things, and we're gonna start a couple of things, and we're gonna see where this goes. First off, I need to finish Bebop and Rocksteady. Bear, I know you are angry now, but you will still be grateful the next time you hear the pots and pans banging in the background.
You want me to get something started?
All right, so I need to finish Bebop and Rocksteady. I've also got this. I love the Behemoth. I really do. And my friend who had me paint all the Beta Galaxy stuff did not want me, or ended up not wanting this particular pack because he didn't want any of the non-Omni stuff, but he has all the other, I don't know, whatever. He's weird. Anyways, so I got one of these. So I'm very excited. So we're going to work on that one. I might start this guy. I haven't decided. But then, so I know I don't really talk about 40K on the channel. But one of my first 40K models was the Vindicare Assassin, and I've always loved the model. And a friend of mine gave me access to some of her 3D printing files, and I got a resin 3D printer. And so I found a set of, it's all of the 40K Assassins, but they're all female. And they're just kind of some alternate sculpts that I think they look cool. And I mean, they're assassins, so they're usually black. So like for the bodysuit. So I might just do these up today. Basically, this is a getting back in the swing of things and hanging out with everyone. Because I keep going on other streams instead of hosting streams on my channel. So there's that. All right. So what does Kim think of Buckaroo Banzai? Do you want to come over here and explain it to the chat yourself, or?
I haven't even watched it all. I couldn't give you an analysis. Would it make Bear happy and watch your channel more if I watched it at least?
I don't know how much of that was picked up by the microphone. Bear, if you're still there, she's wondering if you'll watch my channel more if she watches Buckaroo Banzai. The general answer, Silent Mouse, is that she doesn't care for it because it's just strange.
It's just weird.
Which it is. Like I fully admit that it's weird, but that's half the fun of it. It's number one, it is pure 80s. Malachi, you ain't wrong.
80s stuff is crap.
80s stuff is not crap. Look, we are products of the 80s. We are not crap.
What was that guy that made all of those 80s movies with the redheaded chick?
Oh crap.
John Hughes?
Yes, John Hughes.
All of those, crap. Hated them.
How did you hate the John Hughes movies?
Because they suck. They're boring.
No, what?
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is not boring.
It is not that great.
Ugh. Anyways, see what I have to deal with, folks.
And you know what the 90s had that was crap? It had Dumb and Dumber. That's crap. Crap.
Oh, that's right. Oh. Welcome to my life, folks. Welcome to my life. I mean, good evening, Steve. How you doing, sir? Oh, Steve, if you just got here, you're gonna have to go back and rewatch The last, just go back like 3 minutes. Yes, folks. Welcome to my life. Bear the neck.
Oh, because your life is worse because of you.
No, my life is infinitely better due to you. I admit that. But dear Lord, you are like turning chat against me by relation.
Look, the 80s were my days for watching cartoon movies. Strawberry shortcake? Yes.
Oh, there's a pommy in the chat. What is I don't know what a pommy is. Silent mouse. Yeah, Kim, you apparently Bear was willing to give you a pass if you rewatched Buckaroo Banzai, and then you said you hated John Hughes films, and so you are now dead to him again.
Ah, okay. Well, as long as he has a proper service for me, flowers and all.
He is now the necromancer, because he brought you back to life and then re-killed you.
I see.
Prisoner of... Okay. See, Malachi, I'm going to have to disagree with you on there. There are plenty of 80s cartoons that are worth talking about. Robotech, for instance. Transformers, while I'm not like I was much more of a fan of G.I. Joe over Transformers. The contemporary products I thought were still good. I would watch Transformers. Thundercats is also good. He-Man, I didn't like at the time, but as I've said many times, it has entered my current zeitgeist, as it were. So yeah, Malachi, I mean, like I want you talking more in the streams that you're on, Malachi, but I mean, if you're gonna have bad takes like that, I'm not sure about it anymore. I'm just kidding. No. Anyhow. I'm sorry, folks. Anyhow, so yeah, it's actually kind of funny. Like I like, as far as gaming, like outside of Star Trek, I have not done much gaming at all. Silent Mouse, this is the Blood Kite. Stephen Cross, or let me rephrase that. Matt Plog did a new version of the art, which is way better than the original. Then Stephen Cross got him to make, or got another guy to make the 3D model, and then before I got my printer, a friend of mine printed it off for me. So this is now the second painted blood kite. This is my my Bebop. And the first one is the proud possession of our own Stephen Cross. Okay, actually, let's put that there. Bear, it is the robot is wearing pants, like both of them are, because those two are my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles homage figures that I've been doing. I did some Cyclops mechs as the Ninja Turtles, and then I've got others that'll be foot soldiers. I did a Hatamoto Chi as Shredder. It was a phase I was going through for a while. That's a waste of a perfectly good Devastator. It's just Very Silent Mouse. You know that I don't do like any consistent paint jobs, like the same things. So I think it's fine. Actually, were you here, Silent Mouse, when I did the oh yeah, no, you were here when I did the Nauvoo Legion versions of the Devastator. I like mixing it up. Actually, the disturbing thing is my box of like 100 painted battle mechs, I have no idea where it is. Actually, boy. Where's the box of Battletech figures? No! All right, that is obviously going to be a challenge. I think the boy has his headphones in.
He's making hot chocolate and it's loud.
And I think he's got his headphones in.
He does. Your point?
Well, the Very Silent Mouse, that's fair. I can always so that's a 3D printed one. I can always print another and do one up in those colors. I mean, I have no issues with that. I just wanted to add a little bit more to the Legion, so I'm up to 2 lances now. And then the next lance is gonna go in the Mormon Battalion. Don't worry, Hungar. If she's in trouble, you'll know. She's actually already done with work for the day, so she is just sitting on the couch listening to us ramble. I don't think she's watching chat, though.
I can't take that many insults in one day.
You can't take that many insults in one day. Hey, you're the one that doesn't like John Hughes movies. Seriously, folks. War Crime Battalion.
And Molly Ringwald is not cute.
She's 80s cute.
No, not even that. I never thought she was cute. That's part of the reason why I didn't watch them. Like,
Malachi, yes, I did say the Mormon Battalion. It's a real thing. Like, true story. Very Silent Mouse. Women are much more critical of other women, so don't worry. We know what's up. And Kevin, I got like 3 hours of sleep. I should be fine. Oh, come on. I used accelerator. It's supposed to make the glue stick faster so I can stop holding. This is going to be a pain. I might have to pin this. So that's okay. Very Silent Mouse. She must have, because like a few times with the kids when they were much younger, we did like family movie night, and we would watch old movies. I made them watch Top Gun. I made them watch The Right Stuff. We watched Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Meh to what? All of them?
No, Breakfast Club was trash.
I'll be honest, I didn't care for Breakfast Club.
Ferris Bueller is meh.
How is it that you can think Ferris Bueller's Day Off is meh? That's like the quintessential 80s teen adventure movie. Like,
it's not even plausible.
It was completely implausible.
Which is why I don't like it.
Well, no, but it's a love letter to Chicago.
Why do we care about Chicago that much?
You enjoyed our trip to Chicago.
We spent one day there.
Yeah, and you enjoyed it.
I did, but now I never want to go back.
It's I honestly don't know what's happening here, folks. But Ferris Bueller's the only reason that Ferris Bueller's is completely implausible is, number one, I don't think any parent is that gullible where their kids are concerned. Yes, I get that that's part of the joke.
My parents, or your kids probably think I am, but I'm not.
But then just the timing. Like, the timing, like, is literally impossible to do all of the things that they did. Like, you know, between the museum and the baseball game and lunch at the fancy restaurant and what else did they do? And all of this just within school hours, not even like all day. It was like, you know, from like, because actually, yeah, the girl, I forget her name, was at least in like second period before he called her out. So even then, you're looking at like, say 10 a.m. and then school's getting out at like 2 or 2:30. Maybe 3 o'clock. I haven't ignored you, Steven. I'm coming back to it. So, like, yes. Ow! Why are all the models coming off? Frustrating. Anyhow, so yes, the movie is completely implausible, but it's fun. Let my Cameron go. Anyhow, sorry. I don't know who my wife is anymore.
It's because you don't know what my eyes are.
That's a story I'll tell you folks in just a second. I think she likes. Okay, so as far as Ghostbusters,
yes.
Okay, see, I knew she would like Ghostbusters.
Top Gun, acceptable.
Top Gun, also a good movie.
I had never seen Right Stuff until after you introduced me.
You're welcome. This is like really frustrating that two of these have popped off of their bases now. The fact that you like Top Gun and Ghostbusters, at least as far as Malachi is concerned, has made up for everything, and he's willing to be friends with you again.
Okay. Well, I do have redeeming qualities then.
But many. Oh yeah, so that's the story. Man, holy ADHD squirrels. Okay, so funny story. Okay. So Kim kind of thinks, well, let me back up. Or actually, okay, yeah. So Kim thinks that I'm probably like on the spectrum a little bit. Honestly, I think everybody is to some degree, which is why I kind of hate the fact that they call, like, they make a big deal about autism and then call it a spectrum, and then just kind of it gets defined as anything and everything. That kind of annoys me, but not the point of the story. Like, finish the thought. I'm all for helping people and making accommodations as needed, but it's just like, if everybody can be something, then what's the point? So like why? Anyways, it's frustrating. So anyways, Kim thinks I'm probably a little bit on the spectrum. I have like touch issues, like I don't like playing in the mud because I'll just like keep washing my hands off if I have to get in the mud. I mean, I'll get in the mud if I really have to. I just prefer not to.
You don't like loud noises?
I can do loud noises in some cases.
High-pitched children love noises?
Like children just going nuts. Loud noises, not really a fan. But also, I hate looking people in the eyes. Just hate it. Like fiery passion of 1,000 burning suns. Not a fan. It's creepy. It bugs me. I don't want to do it. Anyhow, so I've been like, beginning of the year and trying to think about what I want to do with the channel. Like it's not just a hobby for me, but it's not necessarily a business either, but so there's going to be some sort of crossover. Yeah, I thought you had asked him to make the model, Steve. I couldn't remember. Anyways, so I think Steven might be watching in the past. Okay. So I've just been thinking about like what I want to do with the channel, how I want to schedule things. Kim has gotten a little bit annoyed with the amount of of streaming. Not enough like she's yelling at me yet. Notice keyword there, yet. Good morning, Cody. How are you, my friend? Hey, Seraphis. Ooh, that is okay. Doing it up as a monster from Macross, I am totally with you on. However, this is going to be the cover of 3055. I love the cover of 3055. And so that's how I'm going to paint my behemoth. I only have the one, so for now, that's kind of I got to do it that way. Anyways, so back to the story. Looking into eyes is creepy, and planning on what to do with the channel. And I want to get my Thursday stream going, but like I always get kind of nervous about doing it if I don't have anyone scheduled for an interview. I always kind of feel like I don't have anything to say. Although if I'm talking to someone, I can get inspired. I can get things to talk about. I can form opinions. But like I don't want to just like farm the internet for drama. Like, oh, this is something that we need to talk about. I want to make it a little bit interesting, but I do want to get it regular so that when I schedule it, people show up. Like I've done some interviews, and then I'll get like 4 people in chat, and I think they're good interviews. I think they're good people to talk to. So, Very Silent Mouse, little jealous of how many you have. And yes, I like, so that's the thing. Being here in chat, like I want the Thursday night stream to be topical. I want it to be, something that I'm interested in, or the chat might be interested in. But I am doing the 4-color cafe, but that's very role-playing centric. But I also do my interviews, and so those go into those are naturally part of the Thursday show. Speaking of, we're gonna have a role-playing designer, Wade Dyer from Fragged RPG or Fragged Empire. He will be joining us next Thursday. Anyhow, so that's where I started. Anyways, but I wanted to do just like a fun thumbnail, because I'm kind of bad. Like I'm not an artist, and stock art doesn't always give me what I want. So I was playing around with AI art. Actually, I'm going to show you guys, because well, you're an Aussie Silent Mouse. It's like you got to support your peeps. I'm sorry for saying peeps. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Where? Okay, here it is. Let me make sure that, yeah. Okay. So, I have to switch over and present and share screen and window, and here we go. Okay, so this is the first image, but the prompt that I used was there's some new ones, because I literally started this whole discussion over on Bear's Discord. Okay. An assortment of board games, Warhammer games, and role-playing games open and displayed across a digital table from a science fiction starship. So that's the prompt. Okay. And so this one, and this one are the first 4. This is my absolute favorite right here. I love this one. I also like this one. I've managed to come up with some ways to use them as thumbnails, because for some reason the Bing AI generator like only gives them to you in 1024 by 1024. So they're all squares. And so when I try to like cut it without changing the perspectives, then it cuts things off that I want to keep in. And so then I like squished one and it still came out okay. Anyways, so I'm experimenting. Anyways, had some fun with it. But then what did I change it to? I added something to the prompt. I added widescreen format to try and get it out of the 1024 by 1024, and that didn't work. But these were the next 4. And then, all right, so now here's here's where this all comes from. Yeah. This is this is me looping it back around. Okay, I mean, come on, y'all have been here. This is how I tell stories. Seraphis, I was talking about Wade Dyer from Fragged Empire, the role-playing game. He's going to be on the channel next week, 6 p.m. Arizona time, which I think is noon Melbourne time. And we're gonna talk about Fragged Second Edition, which I haven't started reading yet because I'm a disaster. Okay, so looping back around to the fact that I can't look anyone in the eye. like if you ask me, I'm not looking at your eyes, I'm looking at your nose. Looking at your eyes is weird, it's creepy, and it bothers me, so I look at your nose. And then it looks like I'm looking at your eyes, but I'm looking at your nose. Anyways, so I decided that I wanted a person in the picture, and so I added to the prompt a brunette woman with blue eyes on video call, resting her chin on one hand with thoughtful look on her face. That's what I added to the prompt. I didn't. Yes, Thursday is going, positive site about gaming, which is why I do the interviews on it. Anyhow, so, yes, I know I'm supposed to be painting. We'll get there. Gaming with ADHD, folks. All right, so these are the images that I got off of that. And I think these are like, this one's good. I like this one. This one's got like a very board gamey feel to it with that box right there. And then this one's also pretty good because, again, kind of feels like a board game. The miniatures are a little too organized, but they're also kind of creepy. They're a little creepy. I get it. It's an AI image, but I'm just trying. Again, I was trying to come up with something. Anyhow, so and then I just reran the same prompt and got a couple more. Anyhow, so these are the images that I came up with. Anyhow, so Kim, real quick, put in chat which one is your favorite of
Say none of them because they don't look like me.
yeah, none of them look like Kim. I realize she hasn't been on camera, but again, notice I just put brunette with blue eyes.
Why does it have to be a chick? Why can't it be a dude?
Cause
I don't understand.
Because people like looking at chicks.
But
They're pretty.
Associate chicks with games.
Well, why do you have to be exclusionary and not let the girls into the games, dear? Anyhow, sorry. All right. Real quick, then I also did a couple more where I just put like a random assortment of players or of people on a video call, and then I got these. Some of the faces are like broken, and weird AI. But anyways, it was fun. But needless to say, I did these, and then Kim last night, she's like, why didn't you use my eye color? And I just told her, I'm like, because I don't know what it is. Because remember, I don't look at your eyes. I look at, get your nose.
What color are mom's eyes?
Look, it's only been 24 hours. I still remember that they're brown.
That sucks for you.
Yes.
Chestnut. Mom, kill him.
Anyhow, so yeah, that happened. Anyways, put in chat which one did you like best? If I need to bring them up, let me know. I can bring them up again. Kim doesn't like any of them. Whatever.
Those eyeballs are too big. Crabby looking.
And Lee, I did not sleep in the doghouse last night, but she has not let me forget it in the last 24 hours.
Working. How can you sleep when you're working?
That's, that, and I, So that was my day yesterday. And
Infinitely worse than not liking buffalo bonsai. Popo coming to get you.
Kevin says, out of all the important things to remember about the wife, it's not her eye color.
Apparently.
All right, so this is Bebop, and he needs some red high tops with some white accents. Let's do that. I told you I'm going to be all over the place today, folks. Let's go with some heraldic red. I like heraldic red.
Heraldic red? Hey, Lee, it's not so much about living life on the edge, and it's more about just being honest that I am really bad at this sometimes. It's usually a little easier if I just admit it, and she can just be like, well, he's a disaster. But yeah, needless to say, it was an interesting afternoon. From the hilt, as far as which picture, look in Bear's Discord on the AI art thread, and you will see it. Here, I will. Oh, why can't I? Why can't I remember? Logan. That's. There we go. If any of you are in Bear's Discord,
and want to see the pictures again.
I don't.
Yeah. If any of you want the link to Bear's Discord, just I can post that in chat too.
Well, now everybody knows my motive for killing you. Brian, you shouldn't have broadcasted.
Yes. Now, if I turn up dead, you all know why. Apparently, I can't look at my wife in the eyes.
Yes, that's a problem.
I mean, I can. It's just creepy, and I don't do it for long.
Do I intimidate you?
Yes.
Are you scared?
A little bit.
Why? Because you can see that your death is coming for you.
Yup.
Yes. Death.
Let's see here. I can post a link, but let me figure out how. There we go. Malachi, I remember her birthday. I remember our anniversary. I do all sorts of things.
Do you even know what my boob size is?
I am not going to repeat that for the chat. Chat happened to hear it. Congratulations. And no, I don't know that.
See, that would be a problem. Should you ever go shopping?
I'll get close enough.
Still won't work out for you, pal.
So, Seraphis, she's not quite warming up to the pots and pans because right now it's only 3:00, but it's also Friday. And we typically will go out to dinner. I mean, nothing fancy, just like a fast casual restaurant or something. Sometimes we get a little fancier. And then do our grocery shopping. So
You make it sound so mundane and boring.
no, it is mundane, it is boring, and I absolutely love it. Even if I get distracted by having,
And even if you don't look me in the eye.
even if I'm not looking you in the eyes, or if I've got some live stream on while we drive or
Yeah, that's it.
whatever.
You're whatever.
Pretty much.
Face.
Anyhow, so my art. Okay, number one, we don't go to Waffle House. That's just.
Who does
Bleh.
that? Actually, I've never been.
I've never been either.
Then how do you know it's bleh?
I just.
Bad reputation?
If you're open at 3 a.m. and your customers are meth addicts, I'm not necessarily sure you've got the best food out there. Just gonna say. Maybe it is the best food. Well, from the hilt, scroll down. There's more, and there's some with girls in it. Yeah, that was another thing. We were talking with some friends.
I was throwing you in the bus.
Kim was totally throwing me under the bus last night to some friends of ours, and
Fun.
brought up that I didn't know her eye color, and I straight up took the L. I mean, but I was I did.
Yeah.
I admitted that I wasn't going to win anything, but
No, I know, but you still gave excuses.
anyhow. Hungar, my ex-wife asked where her I'm assuming Hungar asked his ex-wife where she wanted to go for the first date, and she said Waffle House. Our quote unquote first, I don't like, okay, so our first date was a little fancier than a Waffle House, but we met in college, and I know we'd just gone to like McDonald's or something before we ever went out on a date. So, hey, Glenn. Hey, Glenn. Notice you've got a green name badge in chat. You got gifted a membership the other night. The person who gifted it isn't here. It was a guy that I've heard of, but he just kind of like came through, bought 10 memberships, didn't even buy one for himself, and just said, hey, thanks. It was like, cool. Bowling, sheets, and a high school hot. Hey, dude, Malachi, those are all great first dates. I don't see any issues with that. Was it Hunger? No, Glenn, yours was Aussie Overlord. Yeah, it was another Australian. Like, yeah, it was this Australian lawyer that I've seen him like on with another YouTuber that's like totally totally not gaming related at all. But like I knew who he was. But he came in, bought 10 memberships, didn't buy one for himself, and just said, hey, I never get to catch it live, so thanks. And I was like, wow, cool. Seraphis, my partner and I's first food date was toxic. Okay, what is toxic garlic bread? Like, was there too much garlic?
It means you're not making out and your poop is funny poop later.
Yeah. Is it so much garlic that you're not willing to make out with the other person? You know.
Any bit of garlic.
Because Kim's done that like at portions of her past. I finally got her to use just like a touch less garlic.
Except for when I feel with my heart on the garlic. Go on feeling on that.
Hey, from the hilt, don't worry about it, man. It's like I know like the whole thing with the memberships on my channel is that it's Hungar. It is much appreciated, but you don't have to do that. Yeah, okay, so it made our breath so toxic, breathing in the general direction of the other person was face melting. I mean, that just sounds like some good garlic bread.
We kind of had that experience at that Indian restaurant in Utah, and then the murder hotel.
Okay. Yes, back in August when we went up to Idaho on our way back, we went through Salt Lake and visited some friends of ours. The same one that Kim was throwing me under the bus to the other night, or last night. And we went out to Indian food, and like the garlic just kept coming back up all night, and then the hotel was like beyond sketchy.
Not much sleep has had.
The garlic was toxic. People were bending over in revulsion. It was a fabulous day. Oh, Gomez. Oh, don't get me wrong, Hunger. I'm not telling you to stop, but I just don't want people to feel out because, I don't do anything. Well, okay, outside of the member giveaway for the miniature, I don't do anything for members. So that's literally why I called it the tip jar, things like that. All right, we've got to let that dry so I can get another layer on there. Then we'll put some white for the bottom of the sneakers. But we will come back to that. All right, I need... Yes, stone gray. Stone gray for a stone rhino. Kim is strange sometimes.
You're the only one that can hear me.
All right. We're going to go at the stone rhino a little differently. Kevin, I am not giving members my cell phone number. No. Chris, I am glad you're excited about it. All right. Instead of just painting it on, I'm going to just try dry brushing because I want to keep some of the dark gray in the groove. So we're going to do a pretty heavy dry brush over most of the model. All right, I actually kind of like how that's coming out. Anyhow, but it's like, needless to say, I mean, I've got some good gaming stuff going on. Ah! I've got Bear's Star Trek game. I am having so much fun with that. Bear is a fantastic GM. Stone Rhino on the 3055 cover is in the Ill Clan recognition guides. Okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Or are you just going this particular style with the two guns on top? Dude, Chris, that's awesome. I mean, you're a big support to a lot of channels, so you deserve it. Anyway, so I've got Bear's role-playing game or Bear's Star Trek game. GM Cody was recruited to, so Bear's gonna run a Palladium fantasy game, and then Bear was learning some rules, and so did a stream with Cody, and then Bear convinced Cody to run a Palladium fantasy game. And so then Cody approaches me and just says, "I'm running a fantasy game. You're playing in it." Okay. So I've got that game. I have decided to modify one of my goals. My goal was to run a Riffs one-shot. But with everything that's going on in kind of the circles that I run around in, like there's a bunch of riffs, there's a bunch of stuff. Like there's a like riffs is the big dog. But so I think that like one of my goals was that I wanted to develop my setting idea. And so So I've decided to switch, instead of doing a Riffs series of one-shots, basically just like linked mini campaign over the year, I'm going to do Ninjas and Super Spies. Still Palladium. I really want to learn it. I've always been a fan of Ninjas and Super Spies. But then that lets me develop, well, number one, be a little bit different than what else is going on in the community. You know, so that people can get a little bit more variety. I can develop the setting like I want to. So like I said, it's not a, like for me, YouTube isn't just a hobby, but it's also not quite a business. So again, there's just some crossover in how I approach things, but I approach a lot of things just from a business perspective. Just, that's my background. That's what I got my degree in, things like that. Okay, I like how this is coming out. I like it's leaving some of the dark grays. When I wash it, that's gonna redarken some of those lines, but especially since I'm not really overdoing it with those. Anyways, so we've got that going on. We've got Battletech typically about once a month, just here at the house, on a Tuesday when I'm not doing Star Trek. So, like, we did that at least 4 times last year. So my goal is to do it at least once a month this year. I need to talk. I mean, I've got a bunch of Battletech fans in the audience, so I need to do more. Give them the content that they want. but it's still. Okay, wow, I missed a lot of that. Dude, Cody, number one, you should be looking forward to it. I'm excited. You know, it's gonna be good. I think I might have just said it earlier in the stream. Maybe I said it somewhere else. Anyways, I'm getting a lot of role-playing experiences that I don't feel that I got as a kid that most other people always talk about. And so it always kind of frustrates me. And so that's one thing that I am super grateful for this year, is that I have made some friends that are that don't think I'm a weird. Well, I mean, you all still think I'm a weirdo. I'm not that stupid. But I've got a bunch of friends that are just encouraging and are helping me figure out things that I want to do and have some experiences that I've wanted to have for a long time. So there's that. Okay, you're wrong. I am addressing your wrong, just so you all know. Bing. Do I need an army for every timeline, or can my army work with any Battletech time? So that is not the easiest question to answer, but it's also not impossible. So first off, technically you don't need any miniatures for Battletech. You want to play with cardboard tokens? Go nuts. There's literally nothing in the rules that would prevent it. I've done it. I'll do it again. You know. For me, the way that I paint my miniatures, I typically do not paint it as a whole army. I have a couple of things that I am doing, some personal projects. Painting up as a unit. Man, I keep popping everything off the handle today. But like also there's a lot of crossover. It's not like Warhammer where it's like if you buy a Space Marine, you're only going to play it in a Space Marine army. Or if you buy an Orc, you're only going to play it in an Orc army. You know, if you buy a Behemoth like I'm painting up right here, well, canonically, like basically there's very few faction specific rules, and so it's not anything that would cause an issue if you don't. Like, the short answer is just buy mechs that you like. Proxy it out. Nobody's going to be upset. You know, you just get your record sheet and you write down, oh, the Behemoth is actually a Marauder. You know, it's nice to have it quote unquote accurate, but it is absolutely not required. And then you can play in any era that you want. Because like technically all the miniatures are all Ill Clan era, but I just play them like they're the original mechs, even if they look better. So the short answer is, with Battletech, literally just do what you want. It's not a problem. Ooh, Seraphis. Yeah, I'm gonna go with whatever Silent Mouse says because I have very little experience with the Battletech role-playing game. Yeah, Silent Mouse has a good point. The Master Unit List website has like it'll tell you what versions of which mechs are available in what time periods, but even then you can still technically play anything. I'll be honest, I like Clan Invasion era. Especially now that I'm older and have more wargaming under my belt. I like Clan Invasion era with battle value. I like being able like I played a game, it was one Masakari versus an entire lance. And like the lance got shredded. But I still managed to eke out a win in the end. And it was just a straight head-to-head. So it was Peanut Gallery's getting on fire over here. Okay, I like that. I really do like that. Yeah, exactly, Silent Mouse. Like, so the Behemoth is a Jade Falcon mech. You can run it anywhere. It doesn't matter. Or at least this one's going to be a Jade Falcon mech because it's a 3055 cover mech. Cody, we are going to have to figure out some Mega Mech. Like that's the other thing. Like I want to play here, like so. The hands going here and just disappearing under the seat. There they are. Anyways, I wish this area was big enough that I could put up a single Battletech map. I would totally do live play games. I would absolutely do it. I just don't have enough room. Dude, Cody, that's because you are a kind, generous person, and I really should, quote unquote, take advantage of that more often. Let's see here. Whoa, what is... That was weird. Okay, so Bebop's basically, or Rocksteady's basically done. I just need to do the canopy and tack in the lasers. So yeah, needless to say, I've got I've got a lot of good gaming things going on this year. Kim is getting excited as well. At least I think so.
Probably what?
About just gaming stuff that we've got going on.
I don't know what I got going on. I got nothing.
Dice Tower.
No, I thought you meant like me playing games.
A couple at church has been going, like, so the wife is going through Kim to arrange a game night. We've got another couple that we've been playing games with, and we still need to make Kim. I'm gonna get Kim online one day and have her do a review of the My Little Pony role-playing game. No, this is not a Mormon swingers game club.
What?
Hungar, why you gotta make it weird? Glenn. Oh, good times. Hey, Stephen Cross, if you're in chat still, what color did I make the lasers on the blood kite? I think I'd made them red, but I don't remember. Well, that's what I'm about to go with. Yes, Hungar, I've met you. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm genuinely excited for 2024. Seraphis and Cody getting all bachal up in here. Kim, who has never heard the word bachal. Do you dare refuse my bachal, woman?
Where are you putting it?
Oh. That was.
You can interpret it however you'd like, dear.
I want to know if anybody in chat heard that. I don't think so. But I just want to see if anyone caught it first. Yeah. I have missed this. For the record, I almost went live on Monday, but the imposter syndrome and the lack of confidence were just fighting me that day. Kind of. Anyways, but I've missed you guys. It's going to be good. This is going to be good to get back in this routine. Anyways, apparently, I don't think anybody caught it, but when I asked Kim if she was daring to refuse my bachal, she said, "Depends on where you're planning to put it." My wife, everybody. I really do appreciate that Kim gets my sense of humor. I think it's that we get each other's sense of humor. Seraphis, I think Kim just won the bachal. Clan Mormon wins. Dude, Malachi, you are not wrong. Knowing what to do and just getting over that. Like you said, I don't want to use the word because I don't like it. But yeah, that kind of depression, nobody's going to like this. Nobody's going to watch. I absolutely get it. But to address something a while back, because I get distracted. Yes, you have been talking more on stream, and I like that. You're getting better. Just comes with time anyways. I'm not perfect. I suck at this. Heck, half the reason that I think these streams go well is just because it's a conversation. I get to just chat with you guys. But yeah, and anyways, let me finish that. But yeah, I get that lack of confidence. Just like once I hit record, or once I hit go live on the stream, I can do a lot better. I'm much more able to get in and actually enjoy myself and have fun with what I'm doing. But it's just hitting that button and getting started. Yeah, dude, no, Malachi, dude, trust me, I absolutely get that. And I straight up applaud you just for getting out there, for being part of the group. It's like I was a little frustrated when you first started jumping on streams. Frustrated. This isn't a negative thing, but you would come on and then you just wouldn't say anything. It was like, join in. You're here. We want to know what you have to say. But you've been coming out of your shell, and I like that. And you've got good things to say. So Say more of them. We like having you around. I'm gonna say it. Cody, you and Malachi are definitely different in that regard. You'll sit back and just like absorb, but you still jump in and have a lot of good to say. And I know Malachi does too. It's just getting over that hump. So it is literally positive criticism. Yeah, no, dude, Malachi, like I said, you've been getting a lot better. Right? Like, trust me, I'm literally not trying to dump on you, even though it really comes across that way. Peanut Gallery will agree with me on that, or disagree with me on that. She will think that I'm dumping on you. I'm not, I promise.
I did not say that. I'm just saying you always sound like you're dumping on someone. You have the voice of condescension.
I have the voice of condescension. Anyhow, so yeah, Seraphis, and I get that too. It's like, you know, if you're on streams and you know, it's much easier because you don't have to come up with the topic. You don't have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. I absolutely understand that. Yeah, that it's definitely easier here. I am Hungar. Yes, it absolutely looks like I am dissing on Malachi. I absolutely understand that that's what it looks like. But I've interacted with him on quite a few chats or streams, and I think he's a good dude. He's got a really good grasp of Palladium. I think he's got a lot that he can contribute. I just want to see him do it. That's all. And he's getting better at doing it. Like, we've got a great circle of people going on here. Hey, of course Hungar spells it right. He is familiar with the scriptures. At least that's what I've gathered from Hungar's appearances. Yeah, I like this. It's darkening up a little bit, getting some more black into those grooves.
Get your black in my groove.
Whoa. Anyhow, if anything I came across as an insult, I apologize. It was not intended that way. I just, like I said, I really like this circle that we've got. I like that the circle is growing. I like that we've got good people all around. Even if they are from a mythological country called Australia. I actually don't subscribe to that joke. I just think it sounds funny. Good, Malachi. I appreciate that. Like I've said to other people, I want people to have whatever level of success they think is the level it is success for them. in any of these platforms. Like I said, I know I kind of approach it from a semi-business perspective, and I have a tendency to push that on people. But if you feel like you are getting what you want out of it, then I'm excited. Because again, I think 2024 is going to be really fun, really interesting. Just with what people are doing with gaming, what I'm doing with gaming, what I get to do with gaming with my friends.
You just made that sound dirty.
Yeah. We're not mythological, we're Planet X. Yeah, exactly, Malachi. If a Dutchman can do this, why can't we? So, anyhow. Oh, man. I do like that. That is... Like, I went with dark tone instead of strong tone like I normally do, but I like how... I like the tone that it's put onto it. Just need to make sure that it's thinned properly so it doesn't just sit on these panels, because I don't want to come back and have to dry brush it again. Very Silent Mouse. The dry brush color was the Vallejo Stone Gray 70884. I believe. Just trying to make, because it's a little rub. Yeah, 70884 Stone Gray, or Gris Pedra. And I did it over top of the 70862 black gray. So you clicked the wrong screen. What did you? Nothing. I've just been working on the wash on the Rhino. He's gonna end up with like a couple of washes. Like, oh, that's another thing. So I don't know how many people here are, I mean, I know there's some, but I don't know how many people here are miniatures painters. And as I've, like, again, this is amateur painting time. This is not Brian telling you how, this is like, he's super amazing and great, and if you do this, you can paint like Brian. No, Brian is decidedly mediocre. But if Brian's decidedly mediocre, imagine what you can do. So there's the cold white. So if you want to try painting, I want to do just like a little mini series about just straight up painting basics in my style. So that if somebody wants to give it a go, they can have an idea of where to start, what tools, Malachi, I don't want to paint like Brian. I am better than that. Well, so oh, this is already gonna make me laugh. Yeah, dude, Cody, we need to do some quote unquote not bear streams. Nothing against Bear, but some of the topics that you and I would just go ham on, Bear is not interested in. So I think we need to do some streams without him just to talk about all of that. And you're wrong. $130 on Reaper paints. That's a good selection of paint. You do not like. That's the best part. Once you have you're gonna have unfortunately you're gonna have kind of a high cost outlay right up front. But once you've got your paints, like your base paints, then it's just usually a few dollars at a time to either get one new color or replace a color. So, but I like Reaper paints. I am eventually going to switch over and just use switch over to Monument Hobbies, because I can actually get that here in town. And with my ADHD, usually it's like, oh, I need this color, and I don't want to order it and have to meet a minimum order for shipping. So something that I can get local. And Army Painter's not bad. I like their washes and their speed paints, but their general paints I just get frustrated with. But I'll probably still keep some Vallejo just because of the fact that they've got really, really good military colors. And I kind of need those for a bunch of what I do. So all right. Not great for the soles of the shoes, but I think it'll also kind of clean up once I paint the base. So I also want to get some of the Rifts miniatures. But anytime I think about it, I just want to get more more Rifts books instead of miniatures.
No.
Yes.
Stop it.
Nope.
Stop it.
Nope.
Stop it. Oh, Bear, you haven't built me a she shed. You can't even get what you want until I have what I want.
Yeah, no, dude, you're wrong. That is exactly what you want. Getting triads is fine, but also initially I wouldn't even start with that. I would say just make sure that you just have your selection of your basic colors, so that way you have whatever you need, because you can either add whites or grays to kind of give it different shades or tones if you need to early on. Like I like the triad idea. But if you're just now building out your paint collection, my recommendation is usually to just make sure that you've got your core colors first. Hungar, I need to print it off, but I also need to learn how to do, like, everything that I've been printing so far on my resin printer has been pre-supported, so I've gotten to be kind of lazy on it. I need to learn how to do supports. So if you're wondering why I'm putting white lines up the feet, it's because it's the laces. Hey, Nerdy Ogre. Yeah, Seraphis, I totally understand that. In fact, my brother-in-law, who is a literal artist, I'm just a dabbler. Nerdy Ogre, this is, well, I'm kind of jumping all over the place as I do, but this is my Devastator version of Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But he recommends that you buy your paints as local as possible. So, like, if you have something that is produced where, basically, don't let it ship, don't let it sit in a warehouse. If you do that, then you're going to have better paint. And the Monument Hobbies paint line is literally made here in Phoenix. So I can Great. Now we've got Aussies fighting against each other in the chat. Go back to fighting the emus, guys. Kimberly, nobody has actually been mad at you. Bear wasn't mad. He was just disappointed.
Oh my gosh, you made me think you're dying. Stop it, lemon.
Oh, and chicken update. They're not all freeloaders anymore.
Only one of them deserves to live.
No, Hey Hey's laid some eggs.
Is that Hey Hey that laid an egg?
Not today. Today it was Pepper. Oh, sorry to hear you've been sick, Ogre.
I'm sick.
Nerdy or From the Hilt says I should sell digital peanuts and popcorn. I'm like, there's always super chats available. Just because it's a chill stream, I ain't gonna turn it down. Actually, instead of super chats, personally, I like memberships. Yeah, I know. I feel like I shill it a little too much. But it is only $2. It's a tip jar because I'm not really giving you any kind of extra content. But maybe you can win a painted miniature of your choice. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to say that Bebop is done. I do think I need to put a little bit of dark tone around the feet before I blacken it, but overall I like that. Paint a grizzly as bear. Tempting. I'm a little nervous about doing it as a quote unquote real person and as a friend. I don't want to risk, potentially insulting someone. Homemade cough syrup. Great. Ogre is drunk chatting again. Just don't get the stream demonetized, Ogre. That's the only rule. There, let me let that dry. need to get back into doing my miniature showcase shorts. I got out of the habit on that, but I want to do some. I need to figure out how to do some slightly better production value versions, not just showing my messy tabletop in the background. I mean, I guess I could just do like the simple method and just put a Battletech map up there, but I didn't say you were. I just thought it was funny, Ogre. Silent Mouse, I want to do so I just want to do the miniature showcase. I mean, I've been painting all the miniatures, but like so originally I was doing miniature showcase because it helps kind of push the channel into the algorithm, and I was pushing to get 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know. It's going back to the business side, so I'm trying to kind of experiment with a few things. But basically think like sort of what Mechanical Frog has done, like with some of his shorts. Like, it's just to show off miniatures that I've painted. But just make them look a little nicer than than I do. But just do a little bit more, just like a nicer looking short to show off whatever it is. And no, Malachi, I'm not talking about 5e. I'm not a 5e hater, but and 5e is not banned from the channel. But for me, it's got to be relevant to the topic. Like I've talked about, like some of the miniatures. I've talked about, like I did an unboxing for the Dragonlance Deluxe set where it came with like the board game, because the board game crosses over. With a lot of the stuff that I do, the fact that it's a role-playing adventure, but then it's got that board game component to it. I think that was interesting. Whether or not the adventure is any good, because let's be honest, we know that what Wizards of the Coast has been doing lately, but it's still an interesting concept. And I am like, even if I think your company is kind of stupid, I'm willing to talk about interesting concepts. Yeah, so I believe that the adventure is not good, Malachi, but is the board game any good? I haven't played it yet. But then the fact that they give you rules, give you ways to integrate the board game into the role-playing game, like I'll be honest, I would run, or not run, but I mean I would play in the Dragonlance adventure just to try playing the board game component of it. So, well, And that's totally fair, Malachi. But I also don't have an Ollie's near me. Actually, I did get it for a really good price. I got it for like $50, like the deluxe package, the one that's the board game and the role-playing game and the GM screen, all that stuff. Because I got it like on clearance at a local shop. Yeah, I haven't heard much about Spelljammer outside of, you know, the nonsense that came up around the Hadozi. Which just made me laugh. You know. Because, quote unquote, all the right people are making 5th edition, but apparently they did this horrible, horrible thing. That's why I hate stuff like that. Anyways, but my son did get that for Christmas from his brother. So, who knows? Maybe we'll play in that one too. I covered up some of the white from the soles of the shoes. Oh well. Wow, holy crap, folks. It's been 2 hours.
And I just ate an entire chocolate bar waiting for you to hurry up already.
And Kimberly just ate a whole chocolate bar waiting for me to finish. Yeah, dude, from the hilt. I'm the thing is, like, I'm not really into fantasy at all. But I'll play. Anyways, here is Rocksteady. And Bebop. I think I can call these guys done. Malachi, honestly, I'm going to play whatever somebody else is running. Personally. Let's move this over here. I'd rather, I will play what somebody else is running. Like Cody's going to run Palladium Fantasy, so I'll play Palladium Fantasy. Yeah, From the Hill, sci-fi is absolutely my thing. Sci-fi are like near modern, like near future modern. So yeah, absolutely. But this year I just want to play more games. I want to play more role-playing games. I want to play more miniatures games. I want to play all sorts of stuff. So yeah, needless to say, I think there's going to be a lot to talk about this year. All right. On that note, don't forget, down below, there are links to Drive-Thru-RPG. There's links to there's links to Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything. If you want to support the channel, that'll absolutely help me. Seraphis wants to know how I feel about Cypher. Fun fact. Okay, so okay. Numenera, I think, is an interesting concept, but so far in the future that it's basically fantasy, but it's still, I don't know, something kind of gets lost on me on that. But fun fact, Numenera had not even launched yet. I was at ReaperCon back when I was doing something else in gaming, and I actually got to sit in a game of Numenera run by Monty Cook. and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. So I got to play in a game run by Monty Cook. So take that, nerds. But I have not done a lot with the Cypher system. I own a bunch of the PDFs. I don't own any of the books. Like I said, I'm willing to play what somebody is going to run. Partly main lack.
Including My Little Pony.
I will even play in Kim's My Little Pony game. I have said that I'm going to do that this year. We just need to figure out when. But I am even Malachi, I don't know. Honestly, I never hear him say anything. He's just like he was big in the development of 3rd edition. He did the Cypher system. People respect his design creds, so like I tried to keep that portion of it out of this channel. So yeah, there's that. Man, I got totally sidetracked on what I was going to say. But yeah, short answer, there's going to be it.
I have a hair in my mouth and it's got stuck in my retainer.
I'm gonna have some fun this year. I'm excited for what I'm doing, what's going on in my community, which you all are part of. I don't like saying the role-playing community because that's not a community, it's a hobby. But the people that I've become friends with, again, good people, that is my community. I don't know if we will play My Little Pony live, Chris, but we'll see. I definitely want to see the G.I. Joe My Little Pony crossover. I am not responsible for what Cobra does to Equestria at that point, but I think it'll be great. Anyhow, yes, I'm going to stop rambling. You all know how I go. Like the show, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Otherwise, I will make it a point. We will be back Monday. We will start a project officially. But other than that, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your games. And thanks for being a part of Gaming with ADHD. Have a great weekend, everybody.